EasyReader is a reading app available on iOS, Android and Windows. It's from a company called Dolphin, who've been developing accessibility software for over 20 years. The product can be used by anyone, but it's been designed especially considering the needs of people who are blind, low vision, dyslexic or have other reading difficulties. Once in the app, I see my bookshelf. Here I've already got a number of titles imported, and I can add more by downloading them onto the phone from Google Drive, Dropbox, OneDrive, or from a website. I can also transfer them to the phone the old school way using a USB cable, or I can search several libraries, including Bookshare, from within the app. And I can download titles in just a couple of clicks. Obviously, you need an account with a library to do this. I'm searching for the title Early Childhood Education Today. There it is on Bookshare. I'll select the top one. I'll hit download and it comes down to my phone. If you've got lots of titles on your bookshelf, then you can sort the order of them in different ways, and you can also search across the different titles. Let's go into the book. Now, once inside a title, a student can move around the book with regular gestures on the touch screen. I can also use the compass icon in the bottom right to change the unit that's moved when I press the next and previous buttons. To navigate around the title, I can also use the table of contents button in the bottom left-hand corner. I can use the same menu actually to move to the equivalent place as a page in the print book. Now, let's see how we can change the visual display. By pressing on that A button at the top of the screen, I can change text settings such as the text size, font, margins, line spacing, letter spacing. I can set the colors in a number of ways. I can choose one of the predefined themes, or I can customize specific elements of the display to make my own custom arrangement. It's also possible to change the text size by using a pinch to zoom gesture on the touchscreen, moving two fingers apart and then together. Text can be selected by doing a long press on the screen, and the student can then copy this text to the clipboard or save this position in the title by pressing on the bookmark button at the top of the screen. In the iOS version of the app, the definition of a word can be found by selecting a word and then choosing Look Up from the pop-up menu. If we go to that bookmark I just made, I can add a text note or an audio note. To change the read aloud settings, students can tap on the speaker button at the top of the screen. In the voice settings, it's possible to set the speaking rate, the pitch and volume of the voice, and the length that the app pauses between parts of the text. Any of the voices installed on the device can be used by the EasyReader app, and you can pay for additional high-quality options as an in-app purchase. This demonstration is using the free built-in voices. Okay, let's see and hear this in action. To begin the read aloud, the student can press the big play button at the bottom of the display.
Dream again. Many of today's early childhood practices have their roots in the past. In this sense,
as you would expect, you can pause and restart playback using the pause button at the bottom of the screen.
For example, the idea of universal preschool in the United States has been around.
As the voice reads, a visual highlight indicates the current sentence, and the page will scroll as the text is read. On iOS, you get word-by-word highlighting also. As the voice is reading, I can use those next and previous buttons to move to my position, the reading position in the text, and I can also just tap on the screen on a piece of text and it'll start reading from there. The phone can be locked, put in my pocket, and I can listen to the book using headphones, and I can use the controls on the headphone to pause and play and skip to the next bit of text as well. So the strengths of EasyReader is that there are free apps on Android and iOS, lots of features for students with print disabilities, including a direct connection into some of the specialist libraries.
To see how quality preschool has been implemented. Implementing current practice.